So when a student logs into Practice Space, this is the home page that they'll see. There's some fun things here and some really helpful tools, but the most important part of Practice Space is running a practice. So to do that, a student will click Start a Practice. When a student logs into their practice session, they'll see this interface. Here, they'll see notes that maybe aren't specific to an assignment and more broad, like an event, reminder, etc. Here they'll see all the assignments that you want them to work on this coming week. And down here they can see all the past lessons you've ever sent them. So if they want to review something, they would get that here. In an assignment, they'll see instructions that you've sent them. They'll see any attachments you've made. So if it's a link to a different website or app, it would pop up there. If it's a PDF, they can open that there. They have different views that they can use of that. They can download it, they can print it out. If it's a video, they can see it here. It will pop up into this interface and they can change the playback speed, etc. And then we also support audio recordings in case you have recorded accompaniment for your student to use or you use backing tracks. That is supported as well. Here, you can see my videos. So this is where they can post videos and send them to you if they have any questions. So I'll go ahead and create a quick one. How you doing, everybody? And then here I'll decide demo video and I'll share that. Hey, how did I do? And then that will get processed and get sent to the teacher. If they've sent you any videos and asked you any questions, the students would see your responses here, so they can use that within the practice session. Couple other things, as they complete assignments, they can mark them as completed and earn practice gems which they can use in the student shop. And they also have a time goal. When a student reaches 100% of their time goal, they'll receive 100 practice points, and that's how our leaderboard works. We did that to make it equitable amongst all the different ages and levels that a studio usually accommodates. So that's generally how running a practice on Practice Space works. Space student app. So here I'm back on the dashboard. On the feed here, the student could click on anything that they've sent to you. They'd see your comments here. So any posts that they've seen, and they can see any of your replies. They also get notification when you communicate with them or comment on any of their videos that they've sent you. So that's generally how the feed works. Students can earn some fun items in the app like practice streaks. So if a student practices every day, they can get some different awards. Those are all shown here, so you can check them out here. 2 in a row, 5 day in a row, and it builds up from there. Then there's also some fun other ones like time and a half, number of practices, number of lessons, etc. Your studio gets its own leaderboard, so they can see the outcome of that here. Last week it looks like Ilium won in our studio. And they can also use their practice gems to change around their avatar, to change their backgrounds, to get power-ups like streak freezers. And then you can also customize your shop to have your own items. If you're a virtual teacher and teach mostly online, you can do items like these fun ones that we use like crossword puzzles, etc., things that are easy to send through email, or physical items if you're teaching in person, like a prize basket pickup. And you always get an email notification if any of your students have earned or bought any of those in your shop. Also on the dashboard, they can see some stats on their own practicing. Maybe the parents would like to see that. And then below the leaderboard there, they can also see recent awards that have been earned in your studio by other students and also by themselves. So that's a real... So when a